Hello, Oracles! Oracle Tim here from Oracle Investments. Welcome to 2022. This year, for my New Year's resolution, I am just looking to do better than I did last year. For the last 10 years, that has been my New Year's resolution, is always improve. And with that comes this channel, and I'm looking to improve this channel as well. And part of that is adding education and information to you guys. There's a discussion between Dave Lee and Gary Black on Twitter right now about the recalls that Tesla had last Friday. And while both of them agree that Tesla could use a PR team, Dave Lee is saying that the quality product that Tesla produces speaks for itself. And Gary Black is saying that may be true, but in the short term, it causes a lot of FUD and uncertainty, and that brings the stock price down. You look at Bloomberg on Friday, and 4 of their 5 headlines were all negative catalyst headlines for Tesla. Where's a PR team? So for a lot of us out there, we are the PR team. Everybody who out there is, pro-Tesla and pushing for Tesla, we're the PR team. So in doing so, it's a matter of finding the facts, and I want to be able to help provide those. There's a lot of sources out there, lots of guys on Twitter, and I want to be one of those sources you guys can go to as well for the facts. Just sift it out. What is truth? What is, FUD? What is the actual fact behind it? And what does this fact mean for the company itself versus just a negative headline? One of the things that I always do is question everything. I have taught my son to do the same thing. I've even taught him, hey, I'm not always right. Question me, because it holds me accountable. It helps me learn. And at the same time, it helps keeping him learning, regardless of, the authority figures that may be telling him the correct things, which might be like mainstream media. So I want everybody to question everything. And you guys do the same thing. And many of you have held me accountable to that as well. Sometimes the information I provide is incorrect or not fully accurate. And I appreciate that because that keeps me honest. And I want to be able to provide you guys with the most accurate information. So definitely ask questions. How truthful is this? Even if Tesla says stuff that's going out there, how truthful is it? And one of the reasons why I'm such a big fan of Tesla is because Elon's pretty straightforward and honest. He's not holding punches. He's not giving us fluff or anything. This is what's going on. This is where we're at. This is where I see us going. And if it turns out that we're not going to get there when he thinks we're going to get there, he'll say, all right, well, we're going to get there a little bit later. It's very matter of fact, but it's always fact and truth. And that's one of the reasons why I love Tesla, because they're not hiding anything. They're not like GM saying that they're the leaders when they're really not. So always question everything. And I love that fact about my son doing that, and I want you guys to do the same. And by questioning everything, it will lead us to the truth. And another thing to look at too is when there's a lot of negative news out there, don't pay attention to just the negative news. There is other good news that is out there, and sometimes, gets completely washed over by the negative news. And sometimes for us, we are in alpha position because we follow Tesla as closely as we do. And because we follow Tesla as closely as we do, we have the benefit of getting rumors that in the end turn out to be pretty darn close to factual truth. So that's why I like to share those on here as well. And if you pay attention to the mainstream media, we will have news sometimes 2 to 3 days ahead of the news that they get. That's huge when it comes to looking at stock movement, stock price things, when to get in there in the first step. And so that's pretty awesome. So like on Friday, we had gotten the news, the rumors from Tesla China analyst on Twitter, that Tesla is looking at 70,500 deliveries for China domestically. That doesn't even include their exports. So today we will be getting those updated numbers officially for what the China delivery numbers are for both domestic and export. So that's going to be huge, and we'll see, and they have been relatively accurate in the past. Other fantastic news that we hear about that nobody in the mainstream media is talking about is the energy business. And I've been getting some good information lately about the energy business. If you watched Galley's video on New Year's Eve, he's talking about, they built a Megapack factory in Nevada secretly. Nobody even knew it was coming. And one of my patrons just informed me this morning that they are breaking ground in California right down the road from Tesla to build another Megapack factory. Now, this may be news that was out there that you guys knew about and I did not know. But again, this is why there's so many good things out there that, that's why, pay attention to everybody, because everybody has great information. And to hear about these Megapack factories just secretly popping up all over the place is outstanding. That is great, great news for the energy business for Tesla. And once I can get some better information on the Q4 earnings call and potentially Q1 earnings call for their energy growth, that will in turn allow me to update my valuation model, because I was pretty conservative with energy in my valuation model, just because I wanted to see it actually going more in the direction of where it is seemingly going. So with that being the case, I can then update my valuation model. And now we can talk about some FSD, FUD, and fact. So FSD fact for me, I was yesterday with my friends. He showed me 10.8. He has 10.8 in his Model Y. It was the first time I had an opportunity to ride in it. And even he had noticed that from 10.7 to 10.8 was a significant jump. There were some roundabouts that we went through that before it would stop at a yield, wouldn't go through it easily. This time flowed right through without a problem. So there are significant improvements on it. But realistically, it's not something that most people are going to pay for other than just for, the fun of it, because what benefit do you have? You still have to have your hand on the steering wheel from time to time. You still can't multitask and utilize it as a true robo-taxi yet. So while I do see some great revenue for FSD coming in all of that, I don't see a realistic robo-taxi revenue stream coming in until we hit the level 5 full autonomy. And of course, realistically, that's what it's going to come down to. So FSD revenue will be decent for the next few years. But as soon as robo-taxis become a reality, then it's going to explode. As soon as people realize that, oh, my commute time now can be utilized doing something else and being functional and productive in another manner because I don't have to physically drive, that's when it's really going to take off. But between now and then, I think it's going to be more of a novelty thing. And some people obviously will buy it, and highway driving is still fantastic. But until then, I think we're going to be a little bit lower. Now, when it comes to fake news on this, GM is out there touting that they already have level 5 robo-taxis driving around San Francisco. Waymo has similar things. However, let's think about what the reality of this situation is. The reality is they have vehicles that can drive very specifically in one specific city. That's it. If that vehicle left that city, it would be totally lost, have no idea what to do, and it would not function properly as it should, as it does inside the city at level 5. That's because they have built it based on software that humans have entered in all the different parameters that are around it, and then the vehicle itself just has to dodge any of the unknowns and can handle 95% of that. All right. Obviously, many of us know, and for those of you who don't know, Tesla's operation is totally different when it comes to FSD. Tesla's operation is, we can take our car, put it effing anywhere, and it will figure it out. It knows how to learn on its own. It doesn't need to have all of that information programmed in specifically for that location that the vehicle is at. It can just say, all right, well, I know what roads are. I know what curbs are. I know what other vehicles are. I know what all these obstacles are. And then it can make a decision on its own. That is the huge difference between GM's full self-driving with Cruise, Super Cruise, Ultra Cruise, and Tesla's FSD. So when people are discussing this with you and they're touting how much better GM might be, just mention to them the fact that GM's AI does not learn in a manner that Tesla's self-driving learns. Tesla's full self-driving is going to learn on its own, adapts, improves, and continues to adapt and improve over time, and needs less and less human interaction to make it become better. And this is why when we look further down the road than right in front of our faces, like a lot of people at the OEM manufacturers do, is we'll see that in 3, 4, 5 years, robo-taxis for Tesla can function anywhere in the world. And anything new that gets created, any new roads that come up, they can just seamlessly adapt and go right into it. Whereas GM currently has to manually enter all of the information in from these specific locations in order to improve itself. That's the huge difference, and that is why, looking down the road, nobody's going to be able to catch Tesla as far as FSD goes. Let me know in the comments below, what other facts and information do you guys have out there that is being ignored by the media? Or perhaps maybe it's just getting smushed by FUD somewhere. Let me know, because we know that there's a lot of FUD out there, and let's just bring this truth to light. What does this FUD actually mean for the company? So feel free to share in the comments. I don't know it all. I don't see it all. Some of you guys have information that I don't get, and I rely on you for some of that, and it's awesome. So thank you so much for sharing that. And so in 2022, I want to thank you all ahead of time, because I'm looking to grow this channel, and all the support that you guys have given me already in the last few months of 2021 have been outstanding. My goal was to hit 2,500 subscribers by January 1st. I woke up in the morning January 1st and I had 2,502. You guys are all absolutely amazing, and I look forward to growing this with you guys in 2022, watching Tesla grow. This is the year that Tesla's really going to make that turn. We've got Austin and Berlin coming online. We're doubling production capacity. We're going to have 4680 batteries. We have the Cybertruck coming, the semi-truck coming. We're going to have announcements for the $25,000 vehicle. So many amazing things that are coming in 2022 that are going to propel us into the future to grow even more. And I cannot wait to see what this year has in store for us, and I cannot wait to share it with all of you. So again, thank you so much for everything you have provided me in 2021, and I look forward to even more from all of us in 2022. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. That's where I will update all the information I have as quickly as I can get it to you guys. Otherwise, have a great one and enjoy your 2022. Thank you so much.